You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show.
Now it's time for Sidewalk Talk, where reporter Patrick Mcilmurray asks the people of Greater West Bloomfield about dating.
I've had so many bad first dates, I can't even count. What's your worst first date you've ever been on?
I think we went out to dinner that night, actually, and he said, "Okay, here, give me your share." And I got up and walked away. So he had to pay, and I think he took a cab home.
So
we didn't let him in the car. It was terrible.
So he was pretty cheap.
Very cheap.
That's not a good way to start a first date.
No.
I don't know. It's been so many years, I can't remember. I've been married for over 60 years, so.
So it wasn't with him?
No.
Oh, yes. It was a blind date. He showed up. I was in heels. He was about 6 inches shorter than me. He took me to some kind of club and got totally drunk, and I was terrified to let him drive me home.
We had breakfast, and it was very awkward because she wasn't very talkative, so it was like me trying to keep on the conversation going, but it's kind of hard when her answers were simply yes or no and nothing detailed.
I did it as a favor. I met him at Starbucks. He pulled out a yellow pad and started to interview me. So I politely got up and said, "I got to go. It was nice to meet you, but I really need to go. I don't like the interview process." And he had a yellow notebook and was asking me questions. And I was like, no, this isn't going to work.
Now, can you describe the worst date you've ever been on?
I was living in Miami, and he had these earrings in his ear, and I guess he lost the back of it, and he put an eraser back on it. That turned my stomach, and I wanted to literally leave him at the casino.
So there wasn't a second date?
Negative.
My mother always encouraged me, meet new girls and what stuff. And then my worst date was that she set up an arrangement where I met supposedly this most beautiful girl in town. I grew up in Windsor, so there wasn't that huge a selection. Turned out to be the ugliest person I ever came across. I didn't want to upset my mother. I didn't want to upset her. It was not a fun evening.
So there was not a second date?
No, I wasn't that happy about just staying on the first date.
Well, one time I was on a date where the guy only talked about other dates that he had been on and how horrible they went. So that didn't speak very well for him.
I'm Patrick Mcilmurray. Join us next week for another episode of Sidewalk Talk.
Oh, so many stories. For more episodes of Sidewalk Talk on Demand, visit civiccentertv.com/Sidewalk Talk.
Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99. Or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.